we will be welcoming yet another guest on the chairman of the Governors Forum, the governor of Ekiti State, Governor Fayemi. We'll be welcoming him in a moment to join us and speak. He's one of those that will be maybe a non-voting, well, let's find out from him whether he's a statutory delegate, a voting delegate, or an observatory delegate. Thank you so much, Your Excellency, the governor of Ekiti State and chairman of the Governors Forum, Governor Fayemi. Thank you so much for coming into our makeshift studio.
Thank you
Please take this, sir.
Thank you for hijacking me.
You're a friend of the house, isn't it?
Okay.
So how is it coming? How do you feel? Because you and your friends, you've had fights, you have disagreements in the Governors Forum of the APC, and you are here today. How does that make you feel?
We're not a choral service. We are a political party. Political parties are defined by robust debates, by disagreements, by contentions, and ultimately we disagree without being disagreeable. But we've come to the place we want to be. We want the convention to take place. Now the convention is taking place so that we can have an elected executive that is not susceptible to manipulations from courts or any other individual who do not want us to be on the ballot for the 2023 election. That's been our interest, and that interest has now been accomplished.
Is that guaranteed, though, that all is settled in terms of all the legal intricacies that might crop up? Have you settled all of those?
Well, legal intricacies would always come up. What is important is for us to ensure that we have done things in accordance with the law and with the Electoral Act stipulations. And that's really what we have done. We can't legislate against people going to court. This is a democracy, so that should not surprise us if they do. But we would be ready. We would not have put ourselves in a position that others will blame us.
Just yesterday, we heard that the PDP was in court trying to torpedo the process of this convention, saying that you had just 13 members in the caretaker committee as opposed to 24, which you should have, representing 2/3 of the country. How does the APC respond to that?
Frankly, we will meet PDP in court, but it's a laughable position to take. It is trying to get into office through the back door. They are afraid of an election in which the Nigerian people would have the final say. That is why they're using vehicles that are not legitimate. You may have legal vehicles, but what is legal sometimes is not necessarily legitimate. We are after legality, but ultimately we are after legitimacy. If they are sure of themselves, they should meet us on the field. We will put our manifesto on one side and we'll put our performance record on the other side. They should also come to Nigerian people with the same thing, and then we'll let the Nigerian people judge. It's not the court that should elect presidents or governors for Nigeria.
This issue of legality has been on the front burner for quite a while, I think since the verdict, the Supreme Court judgment, which confirmed the election of the governor of Ondo State. There have been questions around the legality or otherwise of this caretaker committee of the extraordinary caretaker committee of the APC. And there have been questions as to whether even the convention being organized today will not have implications for the primaries that will come up for the APC in future. Do you exercise any such fears?
We're not afraid of courts. Courts are there to adjudicate in matters brought before them. The matter to which you referred, Jegede versus Akeredolu, don't forget, was in our favor. It was not in favor of the litigant that said the caretaker committee was not properly constituted. We won that case 4-3, and that is the subsisting position of the law. So as far as we are concerned, the caretaker committee is legal, and we are now in process of replacing that caretaker committee with an elected executive. And INEC has sanctioned what we're doing here today because we informed them in accordance with the Electoral Act. And they have not said don't do it, because what you're doing is not allowed by law and by the provisions of the Act. So what can one say? PDP can continue to entertain themselves.
Is this how you envisaged that the convention was going to go down? The fact that we're having, at least we're sure of one position which is going to be going down by consensus.
I hope we'll get more going down by consensus.
Is that really in favor of the party? Why is your party afraid of democracy anyway?
The party is fully enamored of democracy, but we have had contention. Sheon said it. We've had debates, we've had robust arguments, and we've come to a unity, a united position on this. And that's basically what has happened. I'm not suggesting that some positions will still not be contested. I don't know. However, I'm glad that we have reached a consensus, and all our chairmanship aspirants are voluntarily withdrawn from the race and embrace the choice of the party.
So, if you move away from what's happening, what is this we're hearing about your ambition of wanting to become president? Is that true?
Good try. We're only talking about convention here. The primaries convention will come later. And when we cross that bridge, we will know those who are in it.
Are you one of them?
I have not come to that conclusion yet.
We must sincerely thank you, Your Excellency, for coming to our makeshift studio. And thank you so much, and wish you and the party the best today.
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Malkwe.
Thank you so much.
It's always a delight to talk to you guys.
Thank you so much.
Especially when you are not going outside the remit.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Your Excellency, the governor of Ekiti State and the chairman of the APC, the Governors Forum.